continue. So this is the second chapter, if I remember it correctly. Get some missions.
Oh, you choke on it. Don't mess with me, please.
What do you think of your new home?
Let me go now, please.
No can do.
Let's see the uncle. No, let's start by
I
making
wonder if I'll ever not smell
little
a
missions.
campfire again.
I think it's
Good
in our
morning,
skin
Arthur.
now.
Always the same people doing all the work, isn't it?
Well, like that we will gain honor, which will give us some benefits, maybe some additional missions.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
Glad to be off that mountain, Mr. Pearson?
Yes, indeed. Lots to do now.
This is one of the most important parts in this game.
Here we are, another day older.
And definitely not wiser.
It's the little camp activities, because first time when I played this game I didn't really do all of that. Then, or maybe I did one mission one time.
Not you.
Then I eventually I realized that it's not really practical to skip it, because you're skipping part of the game, little talks, you know, little activities. You're skipping just too much things. Oh yeah, besides you don't see the minimap. But I like that. It's always a problem. Where can I put the camera? Because it always, like, if it's in the middle of the screen, you don't see a part of the important information. If it's on the left bottom side, you don't see the minimap. In different games, it's a you need to change the camera position. Different games, because it's all games are different.
Ow! Oh, oh! Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
I was thinking.
Yeah, does it pay well?
The UI disposition is
eventually.
different as well.
So, while the rest of us are busy stealing, killing, lying, fighting to try to survive, you get to think all day.
Well, it's a strange world we live in, Arthur Morgan.
Do you want to head into town? See if we can find anything out?
Sure, I got some errands to run.
Great. Go check the horses are ready.
You gonna take the old man into town? Take us too?
Well, what you got planned?
Nothing. We'll find something for y'all to do. We always do.
We're bored out of our minds. Been cooped up here for 2 weeks now. Karen's about ready to murder Grimshaw.
Well, can Miss Grimshaw spare you?
Can Miss Grimshaw spare you? What's happened to you, Arthur? 3 young, healthy women want you to take them a robbing. You're worried about house chores.
Let's go.
Fair enough. You got me. Come on then.
I can't believe we're going to see Civilization. Feels like weeks since we did.
Yeah, Valentine. Very embodiment of civilization. You ladies are gonna love it.
Okay, then. Let's go.
All right. Out through the trees here, then take a left.
Ha! Ha!
Ladies, sing us a song.
What's that?
I got a girl in Berryville. Can't be screwed 'cause she's too damn ill. So I don't go down there no more. This blue horse lives outside her door.
Go right here. It's quicker.
I had a girl in Valentine. Like to drink that fancy wine. Blew her head was 2 feet tall. Cracking her pants, paid for it all. I had a girl in Berryville. Can't get her 'cause she won't stay still. She kicks and squeals and farts and hollers.
I think this.
Won't take less than $7.
Look at that coach. He's all over the place.
Oh, God! Damn it! Oh, shit! No horses! Damn horses!
Is one of you going to get that fella's horse?
Well, I got lumbago. It's very serious.
All right, I'll see what's going on. Lumbago, really? You all right there, friend?
Oh, hey, you couldn't help me get my other horse back from over there, could you?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks. It's the white one over there.
Yeah, I think that this part of the game is one of the most kind of peaceful and interesting, because not only you're discovering the game if you're playing it the first time, and even if you're not playing it the first time, you're still discovering the game, and
Uncle, that is a gentleman.
Easy there, easy. Whoa, now, easy.
you're kind of in the new place. You are didn't really. Yeah, they had a Blackwater situation, but other than that, they don't really have any big problems, and everybody's like, you know, kind of joyful, and they are just having a good time together. They're speaking and stuff. You see, they're going to Valentine, and it feels pretty good because for the overall story, obviously, as any story, it has some ending, whether it's good or bad. There is some kind of a development of characters.
Here you go.
You're a gentleman, sir. A gentleman.
No, not really. I was just trying to impress the women.
Let's go.
To Valentine!
You're
So,
turning into a
you
regular
know,
old fairy
The
godmother
ending
there, Arthur.
in
What's
big
that
stores of
supposed
this
to
game
mean?
is
That means
pretty
you
big,
got a
you know.
heart. A
It's,
small one, perhaps, hidden deep inside
It's
the real
quite
one.
different from the
And you have
beginning
it, your
of the
pulse bolt
stories.
lizard.
There
Lizards
will
have
be
hearts.
some
Well,
drastical
Arthur,
changes.
I'm proud of you.
To be honest, if you lot hadn't been here, I probably would have robbed him.
Well, you did.
Now, you don't have to play this game 35 times to understand that, you know, in the big AAA
Smell
games,
those
big
sheep.
interesting games,
Or
especially
is that
Rockstar's
Uncle?
games, there
Oh,
will be some
very
kind of a
funny.
development. There will be some
This looks like a
drastical
decent little
change.
town.
Other people, finally.
This is
Look
the
at all
point
that
of a story,
snow
right?
in the mountains.
Story.
Sure don't want to be back up there.
You think we should have asked Molly to come with us?
Oh, no. Miss O'Shea is far too high and mighty now for the likes of us. Or to do any real work. She's a society lady now. Okay. Take a good look around, ladies. See what we got here.
Go left here, down the main street. Chair's always on the right. Sure, you can pick up some bounties there, Arthur.
Heaven forbid you put your head on the line.
Yeah, that's a young man's game.
Ooh, yes. We can get up to some mischief here, all right.
Just remember, keep a low profile.
Will you remember that, though, Arthur?
Probably not.
Let's park up down the end there, near the stables. are, just like I said. The cultural center of civilization. Man at its finest.
Uncle, what are we doing?
Well, we're gonna do what any self-respecting maniac does. Put the women to work.
With pleasure. We'll start at the saloon.
Okay, just stay out of trouble and don't get yourselves noticed.
Right, I need to get something from the stores.
Okay, well, we'll see you at the general store when you're done.
Come on, ladies. Imagine we're in Paris.
Come on.
I imagine Paris and Dallas.
So that's how you see yourself, is it? A maniac?
Well, in my youth, I used to be known as the one-shot kid.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask why.
You are a sad man, Arthur Morgan. But I know you love me.
Desperately. You're my favorite parasite. No. Ringworm's my favorite parasite. You're my second favorite parasite.
Very funny.
I lied. Ringworm, then rats with the plague, then you.
Shut up. This is the place now. Come on.
Morning.
So, what do you need?
Hell, a drop of whiskey for a start. You know, something to pass the time while we're waiting on the women.
Always thinking ahead, ain't you?
You're looking a bit tired there, Arthur. Why don't you pick up some coffee while we're here?
Let me know if you have any questions, fellers. Whiskey's on the top shelf, nearest the door.
Okay, if you're done, I'll meet you outside. I won't be too long.
Here's to your good health, my sir. It's a funny world, you know. This time in my career, I pictured myself being married to an heiress.
Gentlemen, I think I got something good.
What?
I snuck into this fancy house. Acted like a servant girl. Usually works. Someone was saying her sister was taking a trip from New York or someplace. Train full of rich tourists heading to Saint Denis and then cruising off to Brazil.
Okay.
A train laden with baggage and passing through a bit of deserted country at night as to get to the docks in time for the tides in some place called Scarlet Meadows.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's right out near New Hanover. Right, it's real quiet out there.
Sounds good. Where's Tilly and Karen?
I think at the hotel. They were picking up some drunken fellas that they was gonna rob.
Why?
It seemed easy. They have been gone for quite a while.
I guess I'll go see if there's any trouble.
Oh, there's Tilly over there. That does not look ideal.
Excuse me.
Get your hands off me.
You thought I wouldn't find you, Tilly? Huh?
You can go kiss a damn snake for all I care. Get off me. Get off of me.
Get your hands off her, friend.
Who are you?
A friend of mine.
Get off her.
Or what exactly?
You want to find out?
You're making a big mistake, Tilly Jackson.
Just get lost.
I ain't doing this with you.
Go wait with Uncle and Mary Beth. They're across the street.
Okay. Thanks, Arthur.
Uncle! Look after her. I'm gonna go see about Karen in the hotel.
Just trying to make ends meet. Can I help you, sir?
I do all I can manage. Are you doing
I'm looking for a girl who came in here earlier with a drunk fella. Mid-20s, blonde. You'd remember her.
Yeah, they're in 2B upstairs. Are you, a friend of his?
A friend of hers.
I don't know, his. You know,
No trouble now, please.
she's kind of dirty. Eyes on that poor girl.
I'm getting what I paid for.
Hey!
Hey, you!
A friend of hers.
Get out of here, buddy. I paid.
Ain't paid to hit her, you goddamn animal. Come here! I paid the waste of my time. What the hell are you doing here?
Trying to play him. Not very well.
You okay?
Fine.
You sure?
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just men. But stupid bastard was boasting about the bank.
The bank?
Sure, I know small town banks are usually a waste of time, but this is a livestock town. There's lots of cash sometimes.
Okay. Keep investigating.
I will.
Not this way.
After you. Thank you, Arthur. I don't much like being saved, but when I have to be.
I understand.
You okay?
Sure. He only punched me. Arthur punched him a lot harder.
All right, then.
Hey, who's that guy over there looking at us?
Weren't you in Blackwater a few weeks back?
Me? No, sir. Ain't from there.
Oh, you were. Well, I definitely saw you with a bunch of fellers.
Me? No. Impossible. Listen, buddy, come here for a minute.
I saw you.
Come here.
Come on, get!
I don't like this. Me neither. Go get the girls home. I'm gonna go have a word with our friend.
Be careful, Arthur.
Just a word. Yeah.
No, it's funny, when you play this game,
Just borrowing it.
you can make good decisions or bad
Get back here
decisions.
right now.
But for some reason, every time you're about to choose, it's kind of hard to choose a bad decision. It's kind of hard to, steal something or kill someone for no reason. Why would you do that? And every time you're trapped into this loop, the vicious circle where you're just choosing good decisions while you're like, well, maybe I need to choose something else. Maybe I'll discover something new. But this game feels too realistic, I guess that's the problem.
Why are you telling lies about me?
No. I got it wrong, partner. I got it very wrong. Now, please help me up.
I ain't never been in Blackwater.
Then why are you chasing me?
I've got an unfortunate face.
Yes, me too. Now, please, pull me up. Please. I'm begging you.
All right, come on. You okay, partner?
No, I am not. I'm a mess.
Well, you ain't dead.
There is that. Jimmy Brooks.
I think it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened.
Well, I agree. You saved my life. You're a good man, and here. You want a pen? It's one of them steel ones.
Oh. That's very kind of you. But I'm not a good man, Jimmy Brooks. Not usually. You see, I was in Blackwater. I killed people. And maybe I should have killed you. Should I have killed you, Jimmy Brooks?
Me? I never saw you. Not now, not never. I think we have an understanding.
Of course we do. Jimmy Brooks. I will remember that. I've got a good memory.
I haven't. Not one lick. Not 1 cent in this here old mind. Come on. You have a nice day now, sir.
Okay, girl. Yep.
Yeah, well, because it's not my horse. Where's the Valentine?
hard.
Hey! My horse! Whew, am I glad to see you?
Here's your horseback, friend.
Oh, you really were just borrowing it.
Appreciate it.
Now the problem is I need a horse.
Hello.
Or I'll have to run. Do some exercise. Well, I guess I guess that's it. We'll just run. You can steal a horse, it's not gonna change much, just, you know.
You know, they don't mention the patrol. I don't think you should just be wandering around here, friend. Not a thing happens round here without an O'Driscoll saying so.
No
Understand?
need for threats. I ain't quarrelsome.
Keep going!
Perfect opportunity.
That's it! There'll be nothing left.
What the hell?
You're done here! May you be a lesson.
I don't know which of you's more pathetic.
End him here!
That was close. Because usually to counter attack them you need to press E. I'm using E to defend myself, but he's just like not doing anything. And it's weird. There are no horses. Oh, come on. I think that well, it works. F to attack and E to defend. Though it's still kind of weird. Security. I think that's the good part. Like, I don't really like this kind of a views, but the fact that it looks super realistic, it's pretty good. Maniacs and killers, welcome to America.
Ooh. You poor bastard.
Stumble upon these little random things. It feels pretty weird, but it's sometimes pretty interesting. I don't know, I guess it depends on people, obviously, because some people might get shocked seeing such things, some others not. It's true that it's not the most pleasant view, but I guess it's fine. But this legend thing, I think it's a good idea that they actually did it, because I remember when I was playing Assassin's Creed 3, they had some legends as well. I really like the Headless Horseman kind of myth-breaking mission, because the point is to show that kind of this legends and myths, they are not really real. We went to the lighthouse, and because there were rumors of some ghosts or something, and that the light was lighting up for some reason, and it was pretty interesting. But it wasn't obviously as developed because it was released in 2012, and because Ubisoft probably didn't really pay attention to those missions. But I think it's pretty interesting overall, this idea of, you know, myths and legends and human beliefs.
It'll shut you up.
Hey, Arthur.
I'll try. But fathering ain't nothing I know about.
Here's a hint. Act like you ain't a selfish, bloodthirsty moron.
You mean lie?
Shut up.
I think.
Jose?
Whatever.
You want to go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No. I saw a huge bear. One of the biggest I ever saw. I reckon nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. But you need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then. So you still ain't replaced Boadicea?
Nah, I miss her. She was quite a horse. This one's okay, but ain't no Boadicea.
I've been meaning to offload this big Shire horse for a while now. Unruly bastard.
Where'd you get him?
Some big, loudmouth bastard tried to rob me and was out riding, so I... Well, you know how it is.
I see.
Let's take him to Valentine. It's on the way, sorta. There's a decent dealer there. We'll unload him, you can buy yourself a new horse. Put your saddle on them, let's get going.
Okay. But I do kind of like this horse.
There's nothing wrong with two horses. And the stables always have the best ones.
Well, I guess you're right.
This is gonna be fun, Arthur.
You won't throw me?
No, he's an angel, if I'm near him.
Nasty little look in his eyes.
Oh, don't be rude about this magnificent creature.
Easy, big feller.
All right, let's head into town. We're heading out. Might be gone a couple of days. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables. Some beautiful saddles. I used to have a real nice one.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Got stolen outside that saloon in Deer Creek.
Ah, I remember now. Just about. Huh. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy, threatened to kill the whole town. And Davy was passed out so cold. Ah! Davy was passed out so cold we left him there, came back in the next day, and he woke up, started right back drinking again.
I miss those boys.
Jenny, too. She had some spark, that girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You found a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking into. Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right.
Stables are just up ahead.
I never forget.
All right. Go sell that big brute. Buy yourself a horse.
Okay.
I'm going off to the general store. Get a few things to lure that bear out with. Meet you back here in a bit. I guess I can just sleep. Go get yourself a horse then.
Okay, boy.
Hey, how can I help you?
I'm in the market for a new horse. Something strong and fast.
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here? Yeah, you looking to sell?
I ain't sure yet.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's gonna affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while. He'll pay a good price. Otherwise, I can always stable him here for you. Here, take a look. All right, partner. You got yourself a deal. And a fine new horse.
I hope so.
Well, I don't sell anything other than good animals. You have my word on that.
It looks small.
All right, let's see.
With the variety of horses, we'll have
Here
the
are your
opportunity to
papers.
find a better one.
And on me, a new grooming brush. And some treats.
Appreciate it.
All right, you treat this fella well. I know he's gonna look after you just fine.
Interesting choice. How much did you pay for that thing?
Not that much.
Okay, well, with some good care, you should be able to make something of it. Careful! All right, let's get going.
It's even
We got quite a
smaller
ride
than
ahead
his
of us.
last one.
Lead the way. So, what's this lake we're heading for?
It's called O'Creagh's Run, up in the mountains east of Cumberland Falls. I just hope I can remember how to get there.
Back into the mountains? I sure didn't figure on that.
But this time, we're doing the chasing. So how are things with you and John?
Fine.
Ain't it about time you let it go now?
It was a year, Hosea. He ditched us for a goddamn year.
I've spoken to him many times. He knows he did wrong. He just wants to put it behind him.
I'm sure he does. Running off on that kid is one thing, but there's a code. He knows that. He ain't Trelawney. Dutch and you pretty much raised him.
I know. But it's done. Has been for a while now.
Nobody else would have been welcomed back that easy after that long. And you know it.
Maybe. But please don't you put that to the test. Okay, I think we need to head right up here. Yes, I remember this place. Moonstone Pond. We're going the right way. That's the lake there. Good. We made it. Let's loop around the other side.
So what do you think about Sean? You reckon he's all right?
Who knows? I sure hope so. But it's been a while now. Somebody said he got knocked out in Blackwater?
Yeah. I just don't know if he was picked up or picked off.
Or got away. If there's one thing Sean McGuire's good at, it's wriggling out of things.
Yeah. Guess we don't know nothing till we know.
Look there. Rabbits. Maybe we should catch one to cook.
Sure. Try and shoot one.
You don't want to use anything too powerful on a small animal like that. Just ruin the meat. Best thing's a bow or a .22 caliber varmint rifle.
I have hunted rabbits before, you know.
Yes, and obliterated them with a shotgun, if I remember right.
I don't see anything. Well, it kind of moves, but it's kind of far. Wow. Gotcha.
Good job. All right. It's getting late. Reckon we should camp here.
Sure.
Well, then, you get us set up.
I'm famished.
Cook that rabbit, then. They're delicious on an open fire like this.
Fine by me. You want some of this?
No, I'm fine. I don't like been this late.
Okay. After all that.
All right. Well, we better get some rest. I want to be up at first light to find this monster.
He better be worth all this drama.
Morning, Arthur. You ready?
Well, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Sure.
There you go.
So, what's your plan?
Well, we'll see if we can track him, but We might need to lay bait to draw them out. Bears like fish, obviously, but they also have a sweet tooth. A lot of fellas bait then shoot from the trees, but I prefer to hunt on the ground. More dangerous, but we'll have a much better chance of getting a good shot in. And if he bolts, we can start right off after him. Can you mix up this bait for me while I finish packing this up? Fish, berries. I'll tie it up in that rag when you're done.
I hope you know what you're talking about.
I grew up in the mountains, Arthur. I was virtually weaned on bear meat. Hurry up so we can get going.
Okay, I think I got this done.
Good. Pack up and we'll get going. Come on, grab your stuff and let's go.
Hold escape. Hold and escape. It just doesn't want to work. What is happening?
Okay, let's go. We'll try our luck down by the water. That's where I saw him last.
Okay.
How's that horse treating you?
So far, so good.
You know, I was in this area with Bessie years ago.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. I imagine you still miss her.
Every day.
Did you two ever think about getting out of the life?
We did briefly. You don't remember? Guess you were still young. Didn't last long. I drifted back into it. She understood. She knew what I was.
I remember you not being around for a while, but well, things were looser back then.
Truth is, there's never really any getting out. And staying in, it's hard. You know that. But Bessie and I made it work. Why? You thinking about getting out?
Me? No, of course not.
Listen, if Dutch's grand plans work, and we can make enough money to go someplace new, really new, maybe we can all have a new start. Anyway, for now, let's try and chase ourselves a bear, shall we? Let's look by the water here, see if he's been fishing again recently.
The only way to make this game better is to implement the...
Look for tracks, dung, bones, any sign of him.
To implement the eagle, like in Assassin's Creed series, like in Assassin's Creed Odyssey and stuff. Some people might argue saying
some
that
paw marks here, Hosea. They sure look big
it
enough.
might ruin the experience,
Good.
and it might be true.
Can you
But-
tell which way he went?
But this eagle should not be like a interactable in a proper sense. The only point of the eagle is just to have the aerial view, to see all this beauty from the perspective of a bird.
This way.
This is it's a wild west, and you know there are mountains, there are parks, there are forests, there are a bunch of things, and I think it must look
Go into
amazing.
those trees. Wait a minute. Something on the ground here.
Half-eaten fish here. Must have been left by our friend, I reckon.
Come on, see if there's anything else.
Something else on the ground, just here. There's shit here. Watch your step.
Looks real fresh. Reckon he's got to be close.
Let's keep going. Damn it. Looks like the trail ends here. We lost him?
For now. A little optimism, Arthur.
Well, what do you think?
I think we split up and each look.
Either that or we could place bait here.
That could work. Which you think?
Let's not split up against the bear.
Let's bait here.
Fine by me. Let's leave the bag over there. By those boulders up ahead, looks like a good spot for it. Now we wait.
Fast for an old man.
£1,000, you say?
More or less. Big scar down his face. Hey, did that bait look okay to you?
I think so. You're the expert.
Ready with your gun there?
I'm good. You okay? You seem nervous.
So do you. I'm fine. Let's just take a look at that bait.
Sure.
Come on.
We only just said it, Jose.
I know, but we need to do this right. Give me a hand here. Got your knife? Shit. Easy. No, it's too close. Everything all right?
Old man. What happened?
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Thank you, I think. That was fun.
You know what, Arthur Morgan? I'm a little old and beaten up to be after the biggest game. You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it told him where to find some real big animals.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. You saved my life, Arthur. I think I'm going back to camp to lick my wounds. You coming, or you gonna track that monster? Well, you coming or not?
I'm coming with you.
Let's get going, then.
Let's see if Dutch gives us any crap about disappearing like that. I don't need another "we gotta be out there making money" speech.
We were just out scoping a lead. He doesn't need to know it was a big furry one. Well, Thanks, Arthur. I probably owe you one.
Don't worry about it.
I need to head out to Emerald Ranch soon. Look into something.
See you later.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. Oh, I think this is the basic one, right? The Morgan or whatever.
Good morning, Arthur.
So, a feller in town recognized me from Blackwater.
That's not good.
It's okay, though. I dealt with it.
That's my boy.
Could you go rest, please? This isn't exactly an enchanted forest. This place is it.
Reverse. Seems polar opposite of romantic.
Well, I don't know. Some lady I was speaking to in town told me about a curse.
A curse? Now, nothing's
Oh,
more romantic.
is it his mom?
Exactly.
Oh.
Prince turned into a toad, lovers into stone, entire country turned into morons. Curses everywhere.
What's Valentine's curse?
Phil got
Well,
botanical
I didn't quite
kingdom.
understand what the woman was saying, kind of her being a bit of an idiot, but some about a
I bet
massacre
it's
and a
that.
last surviving Indian in the county.
Well, if they massacred people, then they deserve to be cursed.
People who are patient, who are actually able to read all these things, to do all the dialogues. It probably take, I don't know how much hours.
Or an owl. And gravesite.
300, 400 hours reading all those things, doing absolutely everything in this game. But it might feel pretty rewarding, you know, because they put some effort into writing it. So, fortunately, I'm patient, but not that patient. So.
All right, I suppose. That's what I like to hear.
So, imports. No, the bullets. No, the ammo. Something. Could have been, but we don't have it because we didn't do any missions. The views they're pretty amazing if you think about it. I don't know. I like it. But this game is really, you know, human life. In the sense that you're you got only human perspective, you see. That's why we don't have the eagle, because there is no, you know, like magic or weird things. It's just a very realistic game. And so we don't have the eagle that is flying and we can see everything, because it doesn't make much sense. Of course, it's not the main reason, but still. So we see all this beauty only from a perspective of a human, like it would happen in the real life. In real life, obviously, we don't have the eagle, the magical eagle that shows you everything. But that's still cool. It's still cool. We still got this all big and amazing views. I guess this is how, as a foreigner, you would portray America. You know, when you watch documentaries, quite a lot of people mention this idea that in America everything is bigger. Food portions are bigger. Healthcare is bigger. I don't know. Political system is bigger. Economical system is bigger. But it's all related to the land. You see? Because in America there is just so much free land that can be occupied. This is why people are not really caring about this or that.
How you get on out there, Mr. Morgan?
Fine.
What's it like?
It's a decent place. There's food to eat, fools to rob. We'll be okay, as long as we don't linger too long.
We sent Micah and Lenny out scouting west, see what they could find.
Good. And we're gonna need to make a decent bit of money if we're gonna get out of this hole.
Oh, I know.
Morning, Mr. Morgan.
Cheers. What's that? Can't read though.
You know, You know something, Arthur?
What?
You was always special to me. All these years. All these things we done. Good things. Bad things. All these people we seen passed on. You was always special.
Sure, Dutch.
We living or dying this time, Dutch.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
You could just sit, you know.
How you feel?
Stronger for sure.
But not strong enough to work.
I'll be back in
Red
action
Dead
soon.
Redemption.
Give me another day or so.
It's not The Witcher or something where you can pass through objects. Okay, I accept it. Oh, he's far. Right, where he is.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan! I've noticed you've stopped paying into the box.
I've been sort of busy, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, we all need to eat, Mr. Morgan.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Good morning.
You all right?
Miss Grimshaw, I apologize.
Why are you following me?
Okay, boy.
Could have probably left the forest over there. No.
Hey, what's with the holler?
I got bit. Oh, God. Oh, I need medicine. Or a siphon. Oh!
Siphon.
All right. All right. Quit moaning.
Christ. Oh! Oh, God.
Let's keep this between us.
Oh,
The
you
siphon?
saved my life. I owe you.
Got that right.
I do. Oh. Now, I gotta get out of here. Oh, God. Don't much like it around here no more.
Glad I could help. Keep your eyes on the ground, huh?
Is that a fox?
Swanson!
It was on my train. This feels good.
Mr. Morgan, I took your advice, sir. I took your advice.
Then your god has finally deserted you. What you talking about?
I took your advice, sir. I have removed myself from Morpheus's embrace. No more shall I sink, sir. I am free. I am free.
You don't seem free, friend. You seem drunk.
Sit down, Reverend. We ain't finished.
You ain't finished. Look at him, he's finished.
None of us forced liquor down his throat. Friend, I just want him to play.
Now, firstly, we ain't friends. Don't make no mistake on that subject. Now, secondly, he can't hardly see, let alone reason.
Yeah?
Reasoning ain't never been one of my strong points neither, but seeing I do just fine. You want to step outside or deal with business here?
I just want him to finish the game.
Why can't we all just get along? These are good men, Arthur. They're children of God. They're children of God.
How's about you playing his place, huh? That seems fair?
Fair?
Sure. You want a game?
I can't, partners. I don't mean to spoil your fun, but I got things to do.
You sure?
Quite sure. I gotta get him out of here. Come on, Reverend, let's get you home. Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was talking to you.
Must be kidding me.
Gentlemen. Reverend! Reverend Swanson! Where'd you go? Excuse me, I'm sorry. You see a drunken idiot, a priest, wandering about?
Sure, we saw him, smelt him, and avoided him. He went that way, I think.
Thanks.
Guy looked kind of crazy, mister.
Well, you have no idea.
I know that.
Hey, Reverend!
There must be something here. Yeah, maybe not here. Must be a card somewhere. Where is it? It's a card mission, maybe. Control a card mission. It's not available. Oh yeah, here's the car. Gotcha. Take the car. No.
Reverend!
Take the car. Okay, whatever. Oh, get that.
Get your hands off him.
I didn't say a word.
You'll keep. You stay out of it. Get your hands off him now, you son of a bitch. What the hell is your problem? He's with me.
Oh my God, you killed him. I'm gonna get the law on you.
Hey, you! Get back here! You better stop right there.
Stay away from me.
I said stop, damn it!
Yep. Okay. I
Please,
won't
tell
don't
us
hurt
so.
me. I promise.
Go. If I find out you told anyone,
It's the last thing I needed.
good. Get the hell out of here. Get off the damn tracks!
Where is it? Drunken Chris.
It's just a simple mistake. You can still be saved.
What have you done with your foot? It appears to like this place. It wants to stay.
Get your foot out of here! Twist your leg, you drunken bastard! Got it! Come on!
Thank you, sir.
Oh, no, you don't! What the hell is wrong with you?
What the hell is wrong with you? Throwing me off a bridge like
There
that?
was a goddamn train, you crazy bastard!
Have I been bad again, Mr. Morgan? I'm sorry. I wish I was different.
Let's get you home.
Home? Yeah, that's a wonderful idea. I could have tea with Margaret.
Margaret? Who's Margaret?
But... Tea, please.
Take the car.
A flush of diamonds.
Yes. Tall trees. Vistas of America, Card A, New York, Sandton, Blackwater, Armadillo, Rio Bravo, the Crystal, San Francisco. Oh, San Francisco? Toltris, Valentine, Chicago, Rose. Yeah, okay, Chicago and San Francisco. They're not available in this game. I thought they only show available places.
All right, boy.
Yeah.
Buena Vista.
I've seen everything.
One for the road.
There is something about this Latino culture in US. There's little wars like San Francisco, for example, or Los Angeles. The names of those cities, they were Spanish in the beginning.
You shut up.
That's San Francisco. It's the San has the same meaning as the Saint. So you can, maybe you don't really think about it, but it's kind of funny to see this, you know, the game of words between different languages. We have the Saint Denis. There's the French version of San, and the San is the Spanish version. So we have two San cities, but like Saint Denis, the French one, and San Francisco or San Antonio, the Spanish one.
Hello there, Uncle. Hello.
I was wondering when he'd show up. How's it going?
Not bad.
Good.
You better sleep your way to salvation, my friend.
Oh, what happened?
Just the usual.
Poor bastard.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Mr. Morgan. I'll keep an eye on him.
He was lucky this time. Real lucky.
Arthur.
Hi, Arthur.
Oh, it's you.
Mr. Morgan?
What can we do? Are there any side missions available?
Hello, Arthur.
Hola.
So you like the new camp, Jack?
Sure. It's fine. Okay, so
It'll do us for now.
Be able to cut some trees, but not right now.
Hey, Arthur. What you want? Oh, man, you one sour son of a bitch, ain't you?
Only when I see you.
Well, I see you ain't got problems with your appetite.
No,
Is there
it's
any
available.
part of my existence you're not trying to ruin?
Well, then I'll eat as well.
I'm not sure I appreciate your tone, girl. Well, I'm not sure I appreciate your smell. It's putting me off my meal. Why don't you take a bath, please?
I will not put up with much more of your tongue, miss.
Did anybody lose a pile of turd? I think I found one.
You'll get yours one day, my girl.
And you won't get yours. That's the problem. Come on, Arthur, don't give me that look. She's a miserable old hag, and you know it.
You know, this little dialogues, they actually show... This game is quite, kind of a philosophical human problems thing. Because while you're watching the story evolve, you see the development of different characters, and the fact that you see this little, you know, dialogues, these little problems, there are conflicts, you see that there is something wrong since the very beginning, but you have to follow them, see. It's just, you know, it just shows that it didn't work since the very beginning, but because things were
Mr. Pearson.
it didn't work since the very beginning, so, and it's important. But because things were more or less fine, nobody really had any big problems. But over the course of the game, you see that things hit the fan. They just go south.
Hey there. All right.
All right. I think so.
How you feeling?
A little better.
I think this is what I like about this game. It's the fact that you can analyze the characters and analyze their problems since the very beginning and see that something's clearly not working, see.
Okay, I need to get some sleep.
Like the most banal example that I can give you is the fact
Evening.
that it's not the fact that the human chemistry, it's a very difficult thing. It
Mr.
doesn't
Morgan.
always work. Usually you know, when I'm speaking about when I'm
Okay,
speaking to
boy.
some, you know,
Let's
new
go.
people or maybe some friends of
Get rid
mine.
of that horse. Move it.
All good. Calm down. Yep.
I give the example of chemistry by in terms of relationship, the romantic relationship. Just because you like bananas and I like bananas doesn't mean that we can be together. See? Just because I like oranges and you like oranges doesn't mean that we can be together. It's important to understand that. You see, human chemistry, it's a very complicated thing, and you can't really it's very hard to kind of speak about it because it's like different proportions of little things that we all have, but the proportions are different. So I don't know, for example, you have 5% of charisma or something, and someone else have only 2% of charisma, you see, and they have 7% of I don't know, intelligence, and some other people might have 10% or 2%, and all those different things combined make us different humans. Because if you think about it, there are only men and women in the world, and it feels kind of, you know, it feels kind of boring. This is probably why in a lot of fantastical genre or some science fiction, whatever, we create some other races of, you know, aliens, something like, I don't know, think about Star Wars. they have a bunch of planets or something, and because it feels a little bit kind of boring for us. There is only Earth, and there are only humans there, and you know, usually as we say, you know, there are kids and elders, but in reality there are still either men or women, and that's it. So these different proportions, they really make us all different. And the chemistry, it's a very difficult thing. It's kind of hard to explain, because sometimes, you know, you might think that it might work between you, but in reality it doesn't work, and you don't understand why. And it's just like that. You can't do anything with that, right? The best thing that you can do is get over and move on. Just because both of you are I don't know, attractive, intelligent, young adults doesn't mean that you can be together, you see. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it depends on the character. Some people are calm, some people are more emotional, some people love to walk in parks, some other people prefer to stay at home. And in this particular situation, you see, they're all different. They didn't really choose.
You leave her be. I ain't afraid to get blood on my hands.
And that's the biggest problem in the case of Duchess gang, is that quite often, you know, how you find your friends. You usually speak with the person. Okay, I'm speaking about normal people. I don't know how some people might find them differently, you know, but usually you speak with the person, you discover his or her personality, and then you eventually understand, well, yeah, we might be friends, or we might not be friends, you see. Or we might work together as co-workers, or not, you see. Because sometimes even at work you can refuse to work with some particular person because you just feel like it just doesn't work between two of you, and you might have conflicts, or you have two different visions over the same thing. And the problem with Duchess gang is that they didn't really have a choice. They didn't really choose their friends. They were all gathered in very weird circumstances, and they you know, they just they had to accept it, and that's it. They were taking, like, for example, they took Sadie Adler. They couldn't refuse. They couldn't say no. They just took her, and that's it. And that's a big problem. Where are you going? But that's just one of the examples, like Kieran Duffy, or whatever his name is. So there are a lot of things like that.
Now I've seen everything. Let's see what the law has to say.
Not stealing any. I just took it and...
Easy now.
Hey.
All right, stay calm. It's in good hands now.
Don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
We'll take it from here. Okay, I give it up.
What the hell?
Now, you're gonna come with me. Settle this civilized. You knew it was gonna end this way.
Yeah, so that's it, and this is why this is the one of the biggest problems, because you see there's a when we are like humans and certain when we're in some kind of a gang or whatever job or something, it doesn't always work in people, and it's important to understand that there is some kind of a human psychology behind a lot of things. In the case of the gang, you see, you have to be compatible. If you don't have the same values, it might be a problem, and it's very foolish to believe, because I've heard such people, even I think some members of my family said something like that. I didn't remember who it was, my mom or my grandma or whatever, but it was something like, why don't you do this or why don't you do that? It just doesn't work this way, you see. It's not because you're gonna say that, oh, well, why don't you like, I don't know, walking in a park, that you'll start liking walking in the park. It just doesn't work this way. And it's important to understand the human psychology when you're trying to create something, some kind of enterprise or something. It's not gonna work for everybody.
How about we do this? He looked pretty happy for a deuce.
Give more! Please! Prove we ain't a land of savages. Prove we're here for each other. How about you, sir? Hello, sir.
mister. You get a lot of money doing this?
Not much, but it's the trying that counts.
If you say so.
Well, I do. And who do you help?
I'll help you learn to keep your mouth closed.
Sorry, sir. It is in giving that we receive the true gifts of life that are eternal. So give generously, for that is what this country needs, to help each other.
That's it, and that's exactly this is one of the reasons why it didn't work for
Let's
the
try and help each other. It's not about survival of the
Van der
fittest.
Linde gang. They're all different. They all have different motivations. They all have different points of views, and it's very hard to.
Yeah.
It's easier for us as humans to collaborate with people who share our values and who share who have similar vision of things, similar point of view, and it's something important to take into consideration when you are thinking about some group projects, let's call them like that.
Hold him steady now. You borrow from the O'Driscoll boys. You pay the O'Driscoll boys.
I made it right with you, I swear.
Well,
just wondering what you
I
boys
guess you
are up
forgot
to,
about
that's
the
all.
interest.
Move along, we'll get you next. You two can't win a fair fight, that it?
Looks like you need a lesson. Every one of us O'Driscoll's gonna piss on your grave.
Oh, you made a mistake taking on the O'Driscolls.
This is it. Keep them coming.
Eat this. See? That's what happens.
And it's sad, but this is the reality of things. We can. It can work. It can work between everybody. So you can have the chemistry. Sometimes you just don't have it. As I said, you both might be young, intelligent. I gave the example of a romantic relationship. See that because you're both of you young and intelligent, and like oranges doesn't mean that you can be together. But it works the same way for friends. Just because both of you are like, you know, philosophers, or both of you, I don't know, like walking in parks, doesn't mean that you can be friends. Because you might have different philosophies, or you might have, you might like to walk in the park in a different manner. Some people might be more slow, and some might be faster, or some people like to just sit in the park, and some other prefer to walk. And you can't just, and you know, one time or two times, okay, you can maybe get over it and just like do not pay attention. And you, if you don't like to walk in the park, you're just gonna do it, and that's it, one or two times. But if you're doing it regularly, the problem is some people might feel some kind of frustration. Why am I forced to do something that I don't like? You see, and it's important. Do not force yourself to do something. If it doesn't work with the person, just find someone else, and that's it. You don't have to feel obliged to be friends with that person.
Alright, there we go. Oh, Arthur, come here, come over here. I want you to meet our friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, ain't you just the toughest teak mountain man?
Oh, you be quiet, Anastasia. Anyone can tell this one is a pussy cat.
Exactly, yes, he's a pussy cat. Ain't that so, Arthur?
Whatever you say. How much you cost, anyway?
Well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
Well, I must say, you got a fine way with the women, amigo.
Yeah, regular dandy and a charmer. Where's Bill?
Oh, man, I dread to think about it. Hey! There he is.
Watch where you're going. Take it easy,
Are you about to kiss that guy or punch him?
Oh, and we have our answer.
Come here, you. I'll just shoot these bastards. Oh, come on. We can handle these fools.
Why am I pressing E and it doesn't work?
You boys made a big mistake. Come on, you son of a bitch.
How to defend myself? E, how to defend myself. Horse. Wagons, boats, and combat lock on interact. E, rope interact. Lock, attack, aim in the air. Toggle weapon, melee attack, negative interact. Melee attack, block. R. Oh, it's R. It's not E, it's R. Oh, my bad. Oh. Makes sense. Well, this is why it doesn't work. Did I change it? Or it was always R?
Are you joining us, Arthur?
Tommy, stay out of this! Come here, you little greaser. Time's up! You hit like a kid, you son of a bitch.
smash.
You want some too, huh? Come on, pretty boy. Pretty boy? You're kidding me. Pretty boy?
Go on, Tommy.
Put that ape down! Come on!
Don't take that from him!
You okay there, Arthur?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I got this.
Trying to survive. An orc.
You show him, Tommy.
Try it.
Don't go easy on him. Stop playing with him, Arthur. Yeah, you got him now. Hey, come on, stop! Stop!
Tommy, the
Please!
dirt.
Please!
Oh,
I
that's
beg you, stop! Come, sir. You won the fight already. Surely that's enough.
What business is it of yours?
No business. No business, sir, but please, I beg you.
Making new friends again, I see, Arthur.
Look who we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
The very same.
Well, I thought you'd gone to New York.
And miss all this glamour. You must be joking.
How are you?
Well, quite well indeed. I went to Blackwater looking for you gentlemen. You're not very popular there, it seems. Ah, Javier and Charles. I've missed you. And Bill looking as well as can be. Gentlemen, always a pleasure.
You're right. We ain't too popular in Blackwater.
We left a lot of money there.
And young Sean, it seems.
Sean, you found him.
Yes, I have. He's being held by some bounty hunters, trying to see how much money the government will pay them. I know he's in Blackwater, but there's talk of them moving.
Well, if we step foot in Blackwater... Well, then we're dead men for sure.
There'll be Pinkertons all over the place, but if he's alive, we gotta try.
Yeah, of course.
It's you they want, Dutch.
Always is. Charles, go find out what you can, carefully. Josiah, take Javier. Arthur, go get yourself cleaned up. Join them when you're ready.
Well, what about me?
Well, exactly. What about you?
What does that mean?
Oh, Bill, come on.
Dirty. Ah, that's awful. Look at those dead bodies. Or knocked down? But whatever, it's fine. I think that it's your horse. I think that's it for the second part. It's chapter 2, so it's definitely not over. Still got some missions, got some side missions, a bunch of things. But I don't even have to go to the camp. I'll just check.
Come on.
Let's random it down.
You nearly killed me. Give me a dime. Give me something.
Ladies, I am ready and waiting.
I just want to get a drink.
You best not start no more trouble around here.
Come on, sir. Try to remember what really happened at Sylvia's Saloon back in '76.
Just a lot of bunk, Plato. It's just a lot of bunk.
It's not bunk, Mr. Calloway.
Who's your friend
sir.
there?
put that in your fucking book, Plato.
This is Jim Boy Calloway. The Jim Boy Calloway.
Who?
The gunslinger. Fastest left-handed draw that ever drew breath. He once killed 14 men in a fight at Lucy Hollow.
What are you waiting for?
How do you mean?
Well, I reckon right now, kill him yourself.
I don't want to kill him. I want to deify him. He's a god. I'm trying to write his biography.
And how's that going?
I think I prefer the duel. Either I'd kill him and be able to be Baltimore's finest ever gunslinger, or he'd kill me and I could be set free from ever having to speak to him again.
Well, you're starting to understand something very important.
What's that?
The joys of gunslinging. It's win-win, freedom or glory.
That's brilliant. I'm gonna write that down, if I may.
Be my guest.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
But you are a gunslinger.
Not really. I mean, folks who need shooting, I try and shoot in the back. All that other stuff, it's, well, bunk.
But you fought duels.
Once upon a time, I may have.
And you ain't interested in fame.
I don't think so.
Strange. But you like fortune.
I need money, sure.
Okay. Then forgive me, mister, if I seem a little desperate. I am a little desperate. This book, I've got to make a thing of it, and, well, there's a whole list of gunfighters. Legends, every last one. Emmett Granger, Flaco Hernandez, Billy Midnight, Black Bell.
Never heard of them.
Maybe you can go and speak to them. Ask them about Calloway. Any of them get uppity, shoot them. I can't believe I just said that, but...
You want me to go and find some sad, deluded fools like him, ask if he was the greatest, and then if they get uppity, shoot him?
Does sound a lot worse than it did in my head.
How much you paying?
Well, a lot. Half the proceeds of the book, if you help me get it written.
I'll see what I can do.
Ha! Oh, get photos.
Okay.
And there are notes on the back of those portraits that should lead you to him.
I'll see what I can find out.
I imagine we'll be stuck here upon your return. Here are some other flophouse.
That's nice. It's nice. And that's it for this part.